Emfa Kennedy Japan. Okay, Emfa Kennedy Japan. Based on the last Super Delegates conference, the showing that he did very well, being the second, even above Alan Martin. What do you think they say so far the campaign are running on? Because he's trying so much to change the image, to say they're not on Yedu can so Kennedy Japan. Because if you look at the last 2 years, he's not been in that position anymore. So far after the campaign extent, does he have promise? Because some of the research say Olidi.
But it's not out of place to do say Ken is the second in the last election, and this one, he's in the second pole position, the most competitive candidate against the Bawumia is Ken. It's like a Ken and a Bawumia race again. Okay. But you see, those times, Bawumia was a vice president. And Nyama Bebre and Uncle Suyo are by Nama for better use against you. And then party in your Baymobile. And Chechemobia Bebano, a beer, a Bema amount for a Munyama differently. Ken is a strong candidate, and I've said it. Ken, Nyama was started here in the party to position himself as the person who really care about party people. No, started here. And why you do Bebre? Who the Omunina Bomwa? The Awaya Bibi, na microphone ehunu, ama Ghana for what to say. Why we are my party, why we are my party, Ken. Branch Champon, say, campaign we are. And can never know extra why I am a party now on Kbida. And it is new information to a lot of party people. But Ken, the Wayama parties for so many years, we regularly tells the party people, say, this is what I'm doing for the party. And the Ken, they are sinking into people's mind so many years, and Brian started a candidate. And the Ken, they didn't say, we're preparing him for this thing for a long time. And I'm not surprised by the fact that the strong showing. And when he entered the race, the catcher man for to beat Alan. How can Ken come and beat Alan? The constituencies Ken I build it within the NPP. Send a way in the Yama, send a one marketing in home. And rest that one can be the president. A man has an advantage over anybody who wants to contest it. If you are not a sitting vice president. Okay. Like if you are sitting vice president, like Ken would have been like the one everybody wants to catch up with.
So Bawumia any race the man.
Oh, Bawumia race I can't lady. Because Bawumia is candidate as a running mate to Akufo-Addo 2 times. And then he won election 2 times. Abema wanya a certain advantage.
Yeah.
As that advantage in M1. But if like somebody like Bawumia is not in the race, Ken would have been in a pole position. Because he is the one who was able to market himself as the party, the party's people.
Okay.
The people for the party.
Yeah.
He is the one who has shown concern about party people. All these people have not really done that by saying it for people to know. But marketing is not about only doing it. Also, my constituency. So one can Obi talent constituency no onim say why did this hour. All of them have done things. But they can't be Nyama Bebre Wayama party no. He regularly trumpets it to the party people in the media and everywhere for them to know say he's doing a lot for the party. So that has endeared him to a lot of party people. The way it will be a party no everyone akumaso. What you must say. And for me, people can say a whole lot of things. What is actually affecting his campaign? I mean, want to say people see him as somebody, but people are now playing back a lot of things he has said, which are considered negative against the party and people in this country, and they are using those audios against him. Because since I counted the last primary till now, some kind of
update
vituperations were slowed down. Were slowed down. But people say, yeah, man, will slow down. They are Canada and Kofama. And to hear the opponents of the campaigner, they are bringing a whole lot of things he has said in the past to say, "Why can't wait that? Why can't wait? And that's a moment the chance. So that's it. And that is what I
do. You think that's how audios, videos, no more use against him now? Because and Monday, I couldn't explain it. So it was about Safma who leaked tape. And Anna Oye MPP4 no more leaky. And so the harsh language was for only those who leaked the audio. But somebody are frano. And they are to second the Japan, they did attempt. Do you think that affecting Anna?
that time no one share that anya time masanche chiremu ya okay how do you say a time ye all kinds as no be ye ho no one share that say na me kan no nti mamu mfa no ho sa it is a na u be chiremu a obi be ka say it's an afterthought that one problem no that's what the opponent will use because the thing is working against it is trying to change his mouth but that time now okay na ebe ho e ma party for bebrebe food those time unyam emre spend hours in the media to explain say they make no this is the main important now in the communication no and I mean say I people are the opponents are really pushing against him say nipa we mamun too market because emre bi okanwe because one who say after the last prime minister now no while really while managing the composure while managing the utterances so one who say akwana says no one kasa say na ntende e kofa ni old audios ni nyama wake kan in the past no say okasa ti party penyiwe okasa ti party for we no kind of attempted against party for and that is what they are using to me against him and I should tell you say the candidate is strong because when the candidate is not that strong I don't need to go to the past and bring anything against but the fact that you have to be going to archives to go and look for things he has said 7 years ago 5 years ago 6 years ago and then I woke up and I work here. It tells you say he is a really strong candidate.
Okay. Yeah, so moving Bawumia. Bawumia, so is he holding his own? They are no kutano. Is he bringing that to the table or Eswati? Because now everybody is going after Bawumia's votes.
Yeah, everybody is going after Bawumia. But I think in government those strategies work. In opposition, those strategies don't really work because they are more opposition. And now. Question is Bawumia ngwa na ruli ni pa wa ben mu. The only person one ngwa nye bibia about aban come na Japan. Because Honorable Kennedy Japan was the board chairman of Ghana Gas. Oh they Dr. Educhum, education minister. Brian, first term national security, second term agric. And over candidate ni na say move trouble ni na ma Bawumia. The question is who sector na who handle you know. Problems there by and say blame Bawumia na. Government is but it is it is easy to blame Bawumia. But now in opposition people begin to ask the question now who you wait to my year and agree can come up and complain. Education also some people complaints when you na war and the emphasis about Bawumia never back abai. And Bawumia
say Dr. Educhum response not about he succeeded in education.
Is it your assessment of success varies. Right? Of the education now people didn't have complaints now. On in party for the do omu say school placement omu chesi no say ombo omu school placement omu so there are every ministry out there handle people have expectations and you can't meet all the expectations of people so obviously always there will be issues people have against you. So to go and say bibia koyi you cannot tell me that everybody accepts that you have performed very well there. You cannot say there are no party people who have serious issues with you. You were in charge of education. Education was responsible for scholarship secretariat. People who were looking for scholarship as party people. Now when they be so minister and or show no way want to be amwana. Okay, the only issues.
Free stranded. Okay.
Yeah, free SHS was a massive policy, but free SHS also has its own issues. People were talking about the quality of food. There were issues that Ojibra said in Kolano. School 2 weeks, no matter now. People were complaining about all these things, and you know, don't sit back and say, "Ni Miami Juma you." And so we say, "Juma na ubo wabaso sana Ghana for do one so sana party for no so ehunana." And that kind of comment, you know, in opposition, don't do that. Me, Dr. Educhum. See, they don't make that as a politician. Your success depends on the people around you, your advisors, your strategies. You may even be a very bad candidate, but if you have good strategies, good communicators, people who make sure that your campaign message, they are the one who determine. Your outing, they determine. They are the one who are putting spin on your messages. They are the one who are strategizing and crafting you as that person. The people who are projecting you as that person. If you don't have those people, you struggle. So Dr. Educhum, he's talking a lot, but I don't really see the effectiveness of his campaign team. Because I don't really see how they are projecting him as the candidate that should be. And see, we have a situation in this that people think when they go and plant stories in the media, they are having front pages here, left and right. The people are shouting already means that they are being projected. That is not strategic communication. That thing you put in the media, it should give you a certain leverage to a certain point. But Dr. Newton, as we speak, if you ask me, I don't really see the stagecraft of strategy that is propelling him to be like.
Campaign, Dr. Dutum campaign.
You can't see how Brian Champon campaign is going. Even himself, Brian could have done better. But I think that he also has issues of strategy and campaign messaging. Because sometimes some of the things he says, I don't even see how those things are feasible. Something like that. And they have the one that catches the same way. Brian is missing the point by trying to prove that it's political. If he had smart people, in my opinion, the smartest brand should have had is for him to be branded and projected as a business leader.
Now, they are naming him as Kwawu Elon Musk.
But the question is based on what? What are the narratives? Okay, it's about narratives. What narratives are you making the people believe? Politics, they say, is make believe. Let people believe that this person, this is who he is.
Smart guy update.
To me, if he had a strong team who really have the kind of strategy, I am of the view that the branding they are branding him, making him to look like a firepower politician, I think is the wrong way. Ken is the firepower politician, brand him that way. But I think Brand should be branded as a business mogul who has done A, B, C, D, who, when it's given the opportunity, will use that acumen to make sure that Ghana thrives economically. And I think that
okay,
he has done a lot for himself. Yeah,
that conversation, Canada has been consistent about me creative jobs. Me buy, my water, you have, you coastal, but that should have been on no brand champion messaging as a businessman.
Exactly.
That Canada as a fire brand. Somebody I'm a grassroots for.
Exactly. So Ken should be the fire brand. That is his strength. But I see Brian's strength as the one who should be branded as a business mogul, a young man of this age. At this age, he started this business. At this age, he had been able to build this. At this age, he has been able to build this. And by now, Brian has this total number of employees he pays. They work here, they work here, they work here. Brian owns this hotel chain, one of the biggest in Africa. This is a young man. Brian is the one who wants to transform the entire world into a tourism enclave. Brian wants to build an airport. Brian, sit down and do a branding that will project the guy as the man with the big brain to transform business in Ghana. And that if you give him the chance to become president, things he has done in his own businesses that has made his business to be doing well, he would transport that same strategy to make sure that private business grows. So Brian, for instance, should be surrounded by a lot of successful private business people.
Because I'm even picking information, say, Team Funny be crazy, like Carlos Money and the Oma sign one achieve because I know so because of Eastern region, all the Eastern region MPs, the Kuya Munina want to come. All of them are supporting Carlos
MPs, almost 70 said they are supporting Bawumia. They had a press conference. So for now, Brian has only about 5. If you take the numbers.
That is Eastern region, but he has other people, former MPs. He said Carlos Ahenka, son of Eastern region of Yesium, but not a MP. He is with him.
But then, if what you are saying is a photo on father, there's a problem. Because as I said, who candidate, you can never brand yourself. You can never make it as the candidate. The people around, if you put the best strategies around, everything you go and say is because that's what you are told to say.
Okay.
So if Brian had maybe 20, 50 business moguls, successful business people in Ghana, okay, around his campaign, and it's not political. The political people are down there doing the strategy and the rest. And the Brian appears in this campaign, and this business mogul that everybody knows is on the stage of campaign here. He goes to meet this delegate, this business mogul is with him. And some of these business moguls will be making statements that, oh, they believe in Brian's vision, they believe that Brian and business will thrive. These people are so influential because they are successful people in this country, own their own businesses. So I was thinking that if Brian really was to be marketed and branded to be that candidate, I was thinking that the strategy would have been different. What he's doing now should be what Kennedy Pons should be, because that is Ken's advantage. And you cannot compete with them on that level. You understand it? So I think that I tell people that in any serious country, when people even have the dream of going to public office, the first person they hire is a publicist.
Yeah, they have a crisis. I'm high publicist, yeah.
Money appointment number power crano, power crano. Yaman appointment for only publicist. If you know one of the story, my journalists will go and put public in the media for me. And no,
okay.
Politics and politician. A politician is a whole brand. Okay, the way big companies will actually